aka Geeks.
Hey everybody, welcome to AKA Geeks. This is Real News. I'm your host Sean. Please bear with me today. I'm not feeling so great, but we'll get through this together. Alright guys, so let's start with an update to a story from last week. I spoke about Woody Harrelson was in talks to be in the Han Solo movie as a mentor. It has now been confirmed by Disney that he is actually in the Han Solo movie as the mentor of Han Solo. Woody Harrelson also described his character a bit this week. He said in a comment this week, "I'm a mentor to Han, but I'm also a bit of a criminal. I don't think I should say much more than that because the Force is not allowing me to." I like the idea of him as a mentor. It was brought to my attention recently how he was a mentor. His character was a mentor to what's her name in Hunger Games, and you know what? I actually very much liked his character in that film. Something that was a little off-center, that his own personality. And yeah, you know, watch movies, you see Woody Harrelson, but it was that character, you know. So I definitely hope that he can pull that out, and I think he can. And so this is cool just to hear a little bit more, know that it's confirmed that he's in the movie. I'm really looking forward to this. Alright, let's stick with some Disney news. So there's going to be a live-action Dumbo movie. This is going to be directed by Tim Burton. Also, it's going to be written by Aaron Kruger. If you don't recognize his name, he was one of the writers for Transformers: Age of Extinction as well as other movies, but that's his most recent flop. Not flop in the way of money, but flop in the way of critically acclaimed or just being good. Also with this news is that Will Smith is in talks to be the lead role, the starring actor in this film, and there's an offer on the table to Tom Hanks to be the villain. I think it's really interesting to have Tim Burton as the director, Will Smith as the starring role, and Tom Hanks as a villain, something that you don't normally see. It'd be nice to see that. It'll take some adjustment to do. Will Smith in this type of role, I mean, I don't even know what the role is, but he's going to star opposite Tom Hanks. You got me there. Tim Burton, it would be pretty interesting to see what he would do with this type of film, especially considering it's revolving around a circus. That's cool. The thing that throws me off and makes me wonder about this though is Aaron Kruger though. Why get this guy? What has he done? What has he shown to deserve this casting, this role in this film? I definitely would like to know. It definitely has some warning signs going off for me, and I don't know if I'm fully into this one yet with him as the writer. Warner Brothers and DC are aggressively pursuing a new Green Lantern movie. This one would be revolving around the Green Lantern Corps. Also in this film would be Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, combining the two of them in there, which a lot of people are always, you know, back and forth about who should be the next Green Lantern in whatever Green Lantern movie they're gonna make. This is gonna be pretty cool, focusing on the core. Will it be able to fit in the DCU with everything going on? If so, I mean, like, I would love to see it there now, considering we already have Superman, we have Steppenwolf coming, we have Darkseid coming as well. We have all these things happening that why aren't the Green Lantern Corps already there, or at least one of Green Lantern there? So it's interesting. I wonder if this will fall in there as well in the DCU. I'm looking forward to finding out more about this situation. Alright, now let's jump over to Marvel Cinematic Universe news. It has been confirmed by Tom Holland that his character, Spider-Man Peter Parker, will be appearing in Avengers Infinity War. Also announced this week is that Peter Dinklage is in talks to appear in Avengers Infinity War as well. This is an unnamed character. We don't know just yet, but a lot of people are speculating that it could be MODOK. This would be really cool. It would be very interesting to see him. He's a quality actor, and like I said, it's always a good thing to have quality actors in your films. It always is going to bring up the talent level, and that's a good thing. And last bit of news this week, the writers of Deadpool 2 have done a few interviews this week. And let's just get a couple of the notes that I've got from some of their interviews. One, there are going to be a few returning characters in Deadpool 2. Dopinder, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and Colossus will be returning, reprising their roles in Deadpool 2. That's awesome. Dopinder was awesome. I loved his banter that he had with Deadpool in the cab. Negasonic Teenage Warhead as well as Colossus, they have good banter, and then they kind of do the opposite of whatever Deadpool's doing, and it goes well together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. And then the third thing that I caught from these interviews is that a lot of Cable fans out there really want him to have a very faithful origin story. They really enjoy his character. I like his story. It has a lot to it. It has a lot of personal decisions that have to be made. Whether is it good, is it bad, what is he doing? Is by doing something in the past to preempt something in the future? Is he doing something that's good or bad? It's you know, you read the comics, you watch the cartoons when you're younger, and you see this stuff, and you don't really think about it until you're older. Now it's like, whoa. So I really like the character. They don't have anybody cast yet. They have to form this character and keep it faithful to his origin story. So it's going to be different than in the original movie where they're just kind of going off of the book with what they have. Now they're going to try to mix the two. It's really interesting to see where they go with this character. Alright guys, now on to the trailer segment this week. There were 4 trailers that caught my attention. First off, Baywatch Red Band trailer. This one was fun. I think this one's going to probably be a really dumb movie, but I am definitely interested as of right now in seeing this film. I hope that it has a little sophisticated level to it, but not just crude humor. I hope it combines the two. I really do hope so. To go along with that trailer is also the trailer Chips that came out this week. Again, I think this one is going to be a dumb movie as well, but I hope it can somehow mix a level of sophistication in it with that comedy, because you got actors like Dax Shepard, Michael Pena, and it's just like, I really hope so. I really hope so. I like the trailer. It gives me hope that it can possibly make me laugh, and I just hope that they mix that sophistication with it so it turns into something like 21 Jump Street. Next trailer is the trailer for Cars 3. This one came out this week. The week before came out some little shorts highlighting 3 characters: Lightning McQueen, Jackson Storm, and Cruz Ramirez. Now in this trailer they show you a little bit more of what's going on with Lightning McQueen, and it's still kind of like a teaser, but it kind of gives you the feeling of what the story's about, and I think I was kind of right on the button. It kind of goes back to its roots of the first Cars film, and it also kind of has that whole the student becomes the master type of thing and receives help of trying to find out who they are, with the Rocky type of story that I was talking about a few weeks back. So I was kind of really close to my prediction or hopes of what this film will be, and I'm really looking forward to see where this goes with it. Hopefully it can be something that's of quality and not the new number 2 crap that we saw from Cars 2. And the last trailer I saw this week, I wanted to bring it up because I just kind of want to pose this question to you guys. It's called Dark Knight. It's regarding the story of what happened when the guy, I don't remember his name, went to go watch the midnight showing of The Dark Knight in Aurora, Colorado, and shot up the theater. It's a very interesting trailer. It's very I mean, not to play on the words, but it is very dark and gloomy and weird. At the same time, I want to pose this question about this story. There was something tragic about it, but I don't recall what came out of this story that was good. You know, bringing people together, things like that. I don't recall that. I just remember people dying. I don't remember things like that, coming from this story. There are other movies that I'm going to talk about a little later that have a quality of people coming together, but this one doesn't have that for me, at least not from what I see in the trailer. I'm just curious about you guys. What do you guys think of this trailer? If you guys check it out, let me know. What do you think? Alright guys, now on to the in-theater segment this week. In theaters, there's a gaggle of movies that are coming out this week. The other movie I was talking about earlier is Patriots Day. It is a movie about a tragic event, but it's also focused on the coming together of the community, of the country, and it's promoting that positivity at the end. This is the 3rd movie with Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg. First, it's this one, it's Deepwater Horizon, and it's the Lone Survivor. So I mean, they have a good chemistry. I think I definitely appreciate what they're doing. They're putting out quality movies, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. This is a wide release. I look forward to that one. Another movie is Live by Night, starring Ben Affleck. I think it's directed by him as well. This one looks interesting. It's a Prohibition era gangster type film. I'm not really into gangster films at all, to be honest with you, but Ben Affleck, he's been doing pretty good, especially with his directing, and I'm looking forward to see what he can do with this one. The next film, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's the stupidest film in the world. I don't know why it's coming out, and it's been pushed back months and months and months prior to this. It's called Monster Trucks. If you have a little kid, I guess go see it. But if you're an adult, everything about it looks so dumb. I don't recommend this for any adult unless you have little kids. Take the kids, maybe they'll enjoy it, maybe there'll be something about it that they can enjoy. I don't see anything about this from any of the trailers or any of the clips or whatever that I've seen that can be enjoyable for us adults. It looks like a mistake put on screen, and from everything it's been postponed and pushed back over and over and over again. I mean, there have been a ton of mistakes with this film already. Also coming out this week is a movie called The Bye-Bye Man, a bit of a horror for you guys in January, so there's that. And also lastly is Sleepless. It's Jamie Foxx's version of Taken, so go ahead and check that out as well. If you're gonna go see any movie this week, you guys go see Patriots Day or Live by Night. I've heard really good things about them. Also, there's other movies still out there, Moana, Rogue One, things like that. Please avoid some of the latter 3 that I mentioned today, but they're so bad that they caught my attention, and I wanted to just throw them out there for you guys. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's episode of Real News. Remember to check out AKA Geeks on all of our social media. Like, share, subscribe to us. Go check out the podcast weekly on iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker. That's it for this week's episode of Real News. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment sections. Let's have a great conversation about all the topics we discussed today. And thanks for bearing with me. And I will see you guys next time, hopefully healthy as an ox again. Peace.
AKA Geeks.